Lily, I've got one. I've got one. Another big one. This is bigger than the one I just lost. Oh, he's got me under a log. No. Here we go. Got him. Got him. Got him. Well, what's going on, folks? Welcome to Bass Fishing Uncut. My name is Tyler. I'm the host of this brand new channel. You may recognize me from my channel, Tyler's Real Fishing, and I've had a lot of fun making content over there, but I thought, you know what? I'm gonna try, for the very first time this year, having a brand new channel for just my bass fishing and maybe other species of adventures, where I just have the cameras recording, nothing is cut out, hopefully teaching you guys everything I learn about the fish that I'm catching. On today's inaugural episode, we are fishing a beautiful body of water in the winter to maybe pre-spawn. We'll kind of talk about conditions and how the fish should be behaving here in a second. But as always, this channel is going to be sponsored by my merch brand called Infinite Outdoors. I'm wearing the Reaper sweatshirt right here, and Infinite Outdoors stands for two main things. One, the infinite possibilities of making memories, having fun in the outdoors, and the infinite love of a God that I believe in, who loved us so much, infinitely, you could say, that he would send his son to die on the cross for our sins so that we can come to know him. So I will have my Infinite Outdoors linked down in the video description, and as of right now, you can use code TRF15 to save 15% on your order, just for you guys. Now, as with all these uncuts, I want to start by talking about the conditions. So today we have, I think it's February 1st when I'm filming this. We've had some warm days, but in North Texas, February is still relatively winter, maybe into the pre-spawn. We're targeting largemouth bass today in this pond, and simple conditions. We have relatively stained water, we have some aquatic vegetation. I see some American pondweed, but I don't see any hydrilla. It may be out there in the middle. I was hoping water was not going to be dirty, but it is. So the lures I have rigged up, the red lipless crankbait, green pumpkin, thunder cricket, and a drop shot, might not be the ones that I actually end up throwing. So we're gonna have to see about that. Water temperature, let's see, based on the TRF meter, it's not chilly willy. I was gonna say chilly willy. It's like the sun has actually done a number on this pond, and that water is not that cold. I'd say high 50s, maybe low 50s, which for this time of the year is definitely warm. So these lures might work. I don't know. Let's start fishing. I'm gonna put my Evolution bag down there, and I'm gonna start with the lipless crankbait. And the reason why I'm going with a trap is because I want to see what's down there. Like I kind of intentionally want to get snagged on some stuff to just see what the vegetation is like. So work my way up here, get a cast, a brand new line on this reel. Sometimes brand new line, you have to give it a few casts for it to fully set itself. But we've fallen a decent ways down there. I'll use the countdown method here in a little bit to help determine kind of the topography of this body of water. But right now I'm almost not trying to catch a fish. I'm trying just to drag the bottom to see what's down there. And I'm surprised that I've been dragging for, there we go, 20 feet and hadn't snagged anything. But now I did. Oh, well, I snagged a reed and I lost my grass. Let's try that again. I've got the Speed Spool combo, 7.3 medium heavy, brand new Speed Spool LFS. We redesigned this reel to be stronger, but still $100. So that one's for y'all, budget-minded folks. And like I said, I've got a channel called Tyler's Real Fishing, where I've been teaching y'all how to fish for, man, dang near 13 years at this point. So excited to move the Uncuts to its own channel. And here we go. I snagged some grass. Gotta pull it in slowly so I can see what it is. But obviously, if I'm just snagging a little bit, there's not that much out there. And this is not hydrilla. I have no earthly clue what this grass is. Oh, sorry. Uh-oh, I hooked my camera. I hooked Kevin. Kevin hooked. Here we go. Red eye shad on the red eye Kevin. Oh my goodness. There we go. Just take it slow.
Here, hold your camera.
Oh, here we go.
There you go. There we go. All right.
Welcome to Uncut, folks. Thank you, buddy.
Yep.
Okay, we're back. I don't know. Oh my goodness. I don't know what kind of grass this is. Kevin, do you have any idea? It's not snot grass, because it's actually got some strings to it.
Yeah, I was supposed to say I call that snot grass, but that's not.
No, it's not. It's got stalks, but I mean like hardly any spindles off the stalk. So I guess we're gonna keep moving to see what we find. But as of now, I'm not super pleased with that grass. But what I'm gonna do to start is yo-yo this thing, a technique where you cast it out there. It only works if you have relatively unsnagless stuff. So if you've got stumps and like laydowns, don't be yo-yoing a lipless crankbait. What I'm doing is I'm just letting it hit the bottom, and pulling it up like a Texas rig, and then back down, and then up like a Texas rig. And especially the red-eye shad, it kind of has like a shimmy on the way down. And in this, what I thought was gonna be cold water, but maybe in this warmer water, the fish would need something a little slower falling. And if we, work 20 yards on the yo-yo retrieve and don't catch anything, I'll switch to a slow, straight retrieve. And then if that doesn't work, I'll change something else up. But it seems like I'm definitely hitting a point. I'll put a little marker on the drone shot here. A point that the grass has started to grow. And once you get to that point, maybe 20, 15 yards off the bank, your cast is pretty much done, unless you can start retrieving a little bit higher. To adjust my chesty there. This is my first uncut video I have filmed of the entire year, and we've tried to start this channel twice, 2 other ones, and they were not successful days because it was stinking cold outside. But today's nicer. We've got 0 wind, which for this bait is not preferred, but 0 wind. It could mean the fish are moving shallow though. Who knows? Zinger. This thing straight launches. If y'all enjoy uncut fishing content, you're gonna love this channel. We got awesome stuff coming. I'm heading to Florida in 2 days. Gonna film hopefully 2 or 3 uncuts while I'm there in some Florida ponds. Might even do an uncut for peacock bass. So be on the lookout for that. But we're gonna have stuff in the kayak, we're gonna have stuff in the bass boat, and of course, lots of videos for you guys from the bank. And I'm sorry, Kevin, I'm moving fast here. I feel like I need to gain an understanding on how shallow it is in certain areas. One thing I do when I'm in the boat is I turn my live scope on, and I mean, the first time I get to a lake, unless it's like springtime and I can just go throw a frog, or summertime I'll go skip docks, but the rest of the year, especially the winter, I'm turning my live scope on and I am just looking around. I'm casting at some stuff. If I see a nice big bass looking blob, of course I'll cast at it, but I'm just really trying to get an understanding of how the fish set up in the water column, and if there's no good mapping in that lake, let's say in my kayak, forward facing helps me understand the contours. But from the bank, I don't have the luxury of that. And so I need to make a whole bunch of casts and snag some stuff to understand what the depth is. And that is not good looking American pondweed. It's got mud on it. So definitely not vibing with this place. I fished here for the 100 Ponds series on my main channel. And Kevin was actually holding the camera for that one too. So he's back. And the fishery seemed much healthier than it does right now. If you want to stand farther back so your feet don't get wet.
Oh, these are old shoes.
Okay, well, your socks are still going to get wet. You heard it here first. Tyler cares for his camera guys. Oh, and I hooked myself and I'm bleeding. That's fine. Yeah, I'm hooking everybody today. Everything but a fish so far. We're hit with, when it's clear, fish can see things, your lures from a lot farther away. When it's dirty, you kind of got to be right near them, trigger them even in colder water. And because this pond obviously has grass a little further, or a little closer, no, a little further out from the bank than I would like, I don't really have a whole lot of effective casting distance here. So I've got to really hit them on the face, but also make the exact right cast where they're sitting. And I'm confident we'll be able to do it. We'll figure something out. We're starting to fish this side, not because it's where I think the fish are. They're probably on the dam, which is over there, but it's because the sun angle. So I wanted to hit where the sun was hitting first and what looks best on camera for you guys, and that's this direction. Come on. Oh man, you gotta, it's almost impossible with how close the grass is to keep it out of it. So maybe a 1/4 ounce red-eye shad is what I need. And I'm also glad that I brought my boots so I can stand in the muddy bank. And if I had a lot more open water as compared to this snotty grass here, I'd be throwing a little spinnerbait, a little pre-spawn Colorado blade spinnerbait. Still might throw that today, but I'm not sure. There's also a pumpkin somebody left down there on the ground. Looks haunted. It's not a very healthy looking pumpkin. So we're just gonna fish. These uncuts are a lot of me yapping until I eventually find out what's going on. Yeah. And if I don't find out what's going on, everybody, then you don't see this video. So if this video's out, obviously I find something worth catching. Zinger. I'm just gonna start straight retrieving because the yo-yo does not seem to be working today. I'll keep my rod tip up when I do this to keep the bait higher in the column, and I've got to really speed it up near all this grass to keep it higher. What a bomb! Goodness, 50 yards.
What a ball.
Yeah. The power of a new reel and new line. Ain't nothing wrong with either one. And I have my brake set to 3, so that probably has to do with it as well. I think if I remember, I'll show you all the drone shot from when it was clear. The contours, it starts to get really, really shallow up on this end here. So not a whole lot of falling needs to happen on this side. Grass. Smack. Probably too much line on there. This is the deal with fishing, is that sometimes you don't know the right lure to throw, and so you've got to experiment until you do. And I'm already thinking that the lipless, at least in this area, is not the way to go. Because we're catching snodgrass, we're catching pondweed, and we're not catching a bass. So, I'm gonna make a few more casts out deep, then switch to the thunder cricket. See if we can't make something happen there. So I think we're getting too shallow over here, which maybe is where they are when the water heats up a little bit. Like I said, that's not wintertime temperature. I mean, that's end of winter. This pond has warmed up as compared to at least the lakes that I fish around, where the water's 44 right now. Trying to do a better job in 2025, this year that I'm filming this, of switching lures faster and switching spots faster. I feel like I get in the mode of I want to catch them on this one thing, and I think it worked on this spot last time, so I try to force it, but I'm trying to do better at not doing that. And ponds are the same way, especially if I've been to a pond, not fishing it the way I always have. There's a soccer ball up there. 2 soccer balls. Wow. Amazing. And my buddy Luke is fishing over there, and he's moving fast as well, so I doubt he's laying into him. Let's work back this way. Let us work back this way. Fix my wedgie. Fix my wedgie. Fix my wedgie bush. Reggie bush. Coming back by my bag. Yeah, I mean, it sinks for like 6 seconds, and this thing sinks at least a foot a second, maybe more. So we're talking like 8-10 feet out there. You caught one yet? He got a nibble, okay. Nibble did not turn into a fish yet. I've not gotten a nibble, so you're ahead of me. This water is much dirtier.
Yeah, it's dirtier than last time I was here.
Okay.
Probably just with all the rain we got.
Yeah. So that's our biggest vice today. Dirty water. Dirty cold water, never good, but dirty warming water is good. So, could be bad, could be really good, but we're fishing at 9 o'clock in the morning, so maybe it's not quite warming yet. We need to be here at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Wish I could parallel the bank more, but I can't really here. It's too shallow. Maybe in the spawn, I could throw a fluke or a Senko or something more parallel down that direction. And Luke is going way to the shallows. So he's gonna do the, unbeknownst to him, he's gonna do the testing for us on whether or not the fish have moved into shallow water with how warm it's been. So thank you, Luke, for testing that. While I continue being stubborn and throwing the same stuff. All right. I don't want to throw a drop shot. I really don't want to do that. No, it's pretty dirty, yeah. Not high confidence for the drop shot. Zinger. Yeah, I think so. Yo-yo. Yo-yo it up. Yo-yo Ma, my favorite celloist. I think he played cello. Or plays, he didn't die. Yo, yo. Pour me another yo. Man, watching all the pros on Conroe do this got me thinking I could. But I guess maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not, maybe not. Speaking of that, I gotta check how the boys are doing. Score tracker update. MLF. Colby Miller up top. Jake Lawrence in second. Drew Gill in third. Hey, Alton's in 13th. Him and Spencer Sheffield are the only guys that have their live scope off. That's how you can tell my best friend's a hammer. When he's just outside the top 10 and he's still got his forward-facing sonar. Has he got one? Oh my goodness, Luke's got one. Son of 1,000 biscuits.
In the third.
Goodness. Okay. So, when you see that happen, that's called the bent rod pattern. Fishing guides love the bent rod pattern. When you see somebody catching one on something or a place, you just immediately switch what you're doing. So I'm getting my vibrating jig. Let's go! Come on, Luke. Come on with it. I'm going Thunder Cricket now because he was throwing a green pumpkin-ish swim jig. So now we're gonna go full bent rod pattern. If he catches another one, we're actually gonna go to where he is. But as of right now, I'm just switching my technique to fish a little slower and a little faster. Wait, that didn't make any sense. Did I just say a little slower and a little faster?
Yeah.
Yeah. goodness. I meant a little higher and a little slower. Not trying to go all the way across the bottom. He caught one in the dirt, man. Trying to call them ducks in. He caught one in the shallow. Hey, you know what? We're gonna do that. We're gonna move that way. Taking this bait and we're going that way. Wonder what he caught it on. He says he loves throwing a little skinny dipper swim bait. Little skinny dipper. He's got another one. Holy son of a gun. We're coming, buddy. Bent rod pattern in full effect. Although we'll stay a little far back from you. So it seems like the weather has affected where these fish are sitting. And at least the two he's caught back to back are in the shallowest northern section of this pond. This northern, no, it's the southern section, but it's north as far as where the water flows. It's opposite of the dam. On your swim bait? Let's go. So now we are 2/3 of the way to bent rod pattern. Full on would be we go steal the bait he's using. But I'm thinking he's right here. Oh my goodness, 3 in a row. Brother! He's on a bag, everybody. Yeah, they're small. That's fine. You can have those. I don't need them. Although I'm lying. I would love them right now. There we go. There we go. Yes, sir. That feels big. That feels big. That's big. That's big. I don't know how big, but it's big. Come on, baby. Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh, holy cow. Holy cow. Please don't get off. Don't get off. Yes, sir. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Get in here. Get in here. Get in here. Yes! Come on, baby. Oh, give me some of that, Kevin. Come on. Stinking 4-pounder thunder cricket. And y'all gotta see how he ate this. That son of a gun. Oh my goodness. Gonzo Supreme.
Yeah, that's the biggest I've seen.
That's the biggest you've seen out here?
Probably.
All it took was TRF coming out here, baby. Let's go.
That one's actually got a belly.
4-pounder. I like how long it is, and I'm running an online tournament right now that y'all can join for free. Down in the video description, I'm gonna go run and put this fish on the board. Here we go. Here we go. Huh? Thank you, Luke, for alerting me of the spot. Goodness, what a lunk. What a lunk. Okay. All you got to do is click that link in the video description, sign up, it's free. I'm gonna get my board a little wet here. Oh, there we go. I'm guessing 18.5, maybe? Make sure you have the identifier in the photo, mouth is closed, against, oh, does it hit 20? Oh man. Come on, buddy. Close your jaw, there we go. And it hits 20. If I get the tail right there, yes. Can you stay, please? Please stay. I mean, it's my tournament. That's 20. Yes, sir. Gosh. 20-inch bass to begin this uncut. I love, oh, I need to get a Snapchat. Here we go. Oh, it's uncut. I was about to say, we can cut this little section out. I posting a lot on Snapchat now, so if you don't follow me, it's at Tyler's Real Fish is where you can find that content. 20-incher. Starting off my tournament strong, baby. All right. Thank you, big girl. Have a good rest of your pre-spawn. And she was sitting shallow, not ultra shallow, but like in the ditch that probably runs from that creek. So as the water flows in, eventually it forms its own little creek channel. And there's grass on either side, and that fish ate probably right in the middle of that ditch. So bent rod pattern in effect. Let's go catch a few more fish, and I'm gonna bring down my board with me. Y'all join my tournament on Fishing Chaos on the Fishing Chaos app. Let's go. That fish absolutely knocked it.
Yeah.
Where's my rod go? Oh, is it over? I was right here, wasn't I?
You brought your rod over there. Well, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I left it. Where was I?
Was it the orange one?
Yeah. There it is.
Oh.
I don't know how it was that hard to see. Okay. Fix my chesty here. Grab my rod. And that was a 1.5 times, everybody. I didn't weigh that one. Again, because I'm my mind doesn't work right now when I'm excited. I'm more, I care more about the length right now than the weight. But that was what, 4-pounder?
Yeah. 4-ish.
For a pond, a good healthy fish. It's right where you should be. Casting out there, let it sink to the bottom, and then slow retrieve the vibrating jig. So that tells me that these fish are potentially moving into a pre-spawn pattern, even though we're gonna have more cold fronts. It's gonna force those fish back down out to deep water. But also, I mean, I've caught suspended fish in dirty water, but usually dirty water lakes just tend to fish shallower than clear water lakes. And so maybe because this pond has gotten dirty, who knows how long it's been dirty for, the fish have kind of transitioned to living more shallow so they can see more of the forage they're eating. It's possible. Very possible. But what a way to start, man. Choked the Thunder Cricket. As with my main channel, Tyler's Real Fishing, I have affiliate links for all the tackle I use. So rods and reels, line and bait. Those are Tackle Warehouse links down there in the video description. So if you're curious on what I'm using, it's down there if you want to check it out. And if you want to purchase that or anything else. So if you want to buy a Shimano, if you want to buy a pack of Bandito bugs, whatever you want to buy, just enter the website through one of my links and then purchase whatever you want. And that would help me continue to make a living. So thank you for that. Oh, and Luke's got another one. So he's caught 3 or 4, and I caught 1. That probably would eat all 3 or 4 of his. Nah, maybe not. That's a 2-pounder. That's a nice one. But obviously they are in shallow water. So what I'm gonna do here, nice, there you go, is I'm gonna fish this area here with a vibe jig and then probably put on maybe a swim bait like he's throwing, a small Texas rigged paddle tail, or I'll just put on a Texas rig or a caffeine shad, because I bet there's more fish that are cruising around this shallow area here because of the water temperature increase that don't want to eat a vibe jig. Kind of shocked I haven't caught another one out there, but it's early. Maybe more will move to this area. Okay, goodness. He's on a bag. I'm gonna encroach a little bit. Okay, yeah, holy cow. Dude, they're loaded. They're loaded back here in the shallowest section, which is crazy. Get in here. Get in here. Get in here. Hey. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Just a little guy. Turn the screen towards me. I want to see what the lighting's looking like right now. Yeah, pretty good. A little overblown. We'll fix that. We'll fix that here in a second, folks.
Turn it down.
Yeah. Just go to F9. That works.
Turn it up.
What do you mean? Oh, well, up means less light.
Okay.
The higher the aperture number, the the more constricted light hole is. Okay. Sorry, Luke, we're encroaching on your spot. It's obvious they're up here. Chatterbait. So man, this confirms the bass book answer of what happens when you have warm fronts in the winter. Is fish move shallow. Goodness, what a nice, come on, get in here. They get stuck in the grass, but yes, there we go. So as I'm talking about the winter to pre-spawn change, I get another one. Goodness, if y'all aren't throwing a 3/8 ounce thunder cricket and green pumpkin, you are missing out. So this is confirming what the bass book says. But I've just found so many times, especially on bigger lakes, maybe ponds act different than lakes, but it's like, oh, we had warm days. They're gonna be up on the bank, catch them on a square bill, and I don't catch anything, and I go out deep and I scope them on a Alabama rig. So I think winter time, you really have to just fish the moment. Have no preconceived notions as to what's going on in your bodies of water. And maybe try stuff that the bass book says should work, but also understand that it may not be by the T. Today it is though. Warming water. Got these fish moving up here to get ready to spawn at least. They're nowhere near spawning. Just because the water wasn't chilly willy doesn't mean that they're gonna spawn tomorrow. Well, I'm pretty sure Bass Forecast literally had winter patterns until today, when the rating changed to a pre-spawn. Yeah, I think I was just thinking one of my other TRF videos. Matter of fact, let me check that. Let me check Bass Forecast. Let's see. Forecast. The forecast. It's looking like, yeah, bass pattern is pre-spawn. New moon 3 days ago. Favorable water temperature trend. Yeah, the algorithm is correct. These fish are not exhibiting wintertime behaviors. So if I was thinking about going bass fishing and planning my day, now this is a Saturday, so most people have Saturdays off, but if I didn't and I had to choose which day to fish, I looked at Bass Forecast 5 days ago and it showed, because of this warm front, the water warming, and I'm not lying to y'all, the rating literally went from a winter to a pre-spawn. Not to say that it can't move back with another cold front, but he's caught. How many fish is that? 6, and I've caught 3. So obviously, to catch that many in the morning on February 1st, they have moved to pre-spawn. Which I'm sure makes Kevin think right now that he wishes he was on a certain unnamed small lake in North Texas where they have grass, because they're probably exhibiting somewhat pre-spawn behaviors today. Is that right, Kevin?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he says yes. They're not, okay, they're not stacked. We've got 9 fish here, they are stacked. But they're not like, it's not an every cast type deal. And I think it's too shallow to throw a drop shot, but I may run and get it once this bite dies down. I'm not letting my bait fall to the bottom on these casts here, as opposed to when I was fishing over to the right, just because of how shallow it is. So I'll cast and immediately begin my retrieve and keep my rod tip high, because it's probably less than 4 feet out there. So I don't want to make a cast and get bogged down right from the start. I'd rather fish above their heads and potentially be too high than wreck my whole cast by getting stuck right at the beginning. Not a fish. Oh, that was a fish. Esta pescado. I feel like there's a Minnesota technique that would work today. The jig worm. Has a chartreuse head on the jig head, and it's like an oversized Ned rig. Feel like in this dirtier water. Popping a jig worm out of the grass just might do the trick. I think it's another nice one. See, I had just made that cast 17 times in a row. Holy cow, another big one. Another big one. Get in here. Get in here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on! Even bigger! Yes! Yes! Look at that. And now that's a tournament fish. This thing is not healthy. I mean, it's not like a big belly Kelly, but it's a long girl. I mean, we're talking like 21 inches right there. Goodness. I think Luke needs to get him a 3/8 ounce Thunder Cricket.
I do.
He does. Let's get this one on the board. Come on, baby.
Is that on the bottom?
No, I mean, it's up in the column a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, this is fun.
She's small.
This is the kind of fish I want. Let me get my phone. It's wet. All right. That's a long fish. Heck yeah. Where'd my phone go? There it is. I think weight-wise, it actually may be lighter than the other one is. She's just so skinny. And we're looking at, yeah, it's longer. 21 inches. Dang. What a way to begin my tournament, though. Goodness. Thank you, buddy. Let's make sure it showed 21 in the picture, because that'd be the worst. Yeah, it hit it. Heck yeah. All right, well, what a way to to continue our Uncut with another 4-pounder. Thank you, my girl. I gotta get another selfie because this is a stinking stellar day so far. Number 2, they're biting, folks. Okay. All right, big girl. See ya. Go eat something, though. Looking a little malnourished. This is crazy. We're catching them, folks. The pre-spawn pattern is in full effect, and it's getting me really excited for when I get back from Florida, because hopefully we've had continuous warm weather. Maybe the lakes are even showing this kind of behavior. Okay.
This is the catch and release. But you can get on and I can open around like that, and you can put in fish you caught and when you caught, and you can do that for any of these things, and you can see where they're.
I think Grandpa over there is talking about fish brain. Pretty sure. He was like, you didn't know this. You can put where you caught a fish and how big it is.
I haven't seen Canadian geese. Have you seen other places?
Are they?
Here right now.
Oh.
Well, I'm supposed to see it ahead of you.
Are they not south of us by now?
I didn't even see them come through. I thought they would have been.
Okay.
And I just got in here. I haven't been here a whole year.
I gotcha.
And I asked these guys, and they said, "Oh yeah, last year they came in late January." So I'm thinking,
Okay.
it just wasn't bad enough
I got it.
that they did. I mean, I'm saying, you know, maybe they're having trouble crossing the border too. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not vaccinated. They're not.
I might sit it out right here if I went.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go where?
Exactly. Yep.
Oh, you're showing up. Now, what do you got for camera?
Sony A7S III. What?
Well, one day you'll grow up.
What? And get what?
Nikon.
No. You don't want to maybe for stills, but I'm taking video.
If you're really gonna do it, my arch enemy has nothing to do with it.
Here we go. Got one. See if I had a night.
You're not counting that as one.
I'm counting this as one.
It looks like a .6. tops.
Oh, 1 pounds?
No, 0.6 of a fish.
Oh, 0.6 of a fish?
Got to be like, you know.
Okay, yeah. Well, on my channel, we call this a single scoop. Single scoop bass.
Have a good one.
You as well. I hope you find some geese.
No, they'll come.
They'll come.
I'm just getting the hell out of the apartment, so.
Oh, I gotcha. Yes, good idea. What a character. He just wants to get out of the apartment. He's doing what we Gen Zers call, he's touching grass. That's what he's doing today. And that's important. It's important for folks of all ages to touch grass. And I'm touching bass because they are biting this morning. This is fun, everybody. This is honestly how you want to start every Uncut. They're not all going to start this hot. What, we wasted 12 minutes before we started catching fish? Oh, I had one. Oh man, he hit it and ran at me with it. That'll happen. That'll happen. That'll happen. Let's restart and get a new clip. And we're back, everybody. I say it's uncut. You'll see some cuts here and there. It's as uncut as I can. I'm not gonna lie. I'm shocked that just 3 days of warm. I'm not even talking 70s. I'm talking like high 50s, 60s. Has got these fish doing what they're doing. Makes me think if we get a full moon and it's 80 degrees outside, if these fish won't start pulling up to spawn. But what's interesting is I made a few casts with this thing back on the deeper area down there, and even in the shallow water near the deep, I wasn't catching them. We had to actually come where the deep water is non-existent, where the middle is just slightly less shallow. And then we're catching them all throughout this water column. And he caught another one. Let's go. Luke Dossie on fire. And he's caught way more than I have, but the average size is smaller. So here's a little pre-spawn tip for you. If you are catching nothing but small fish, and you think they're up shallow and you're catching them on a hybrid hunter or a spinnerbait, whatever, and you're fishing like a flat up leading into a spawning area, no big ones. The big ones are close. They're very close. And me and Luke are showing that where he's catching small ones. I've backed out just a little bit. I'm just 30 yards deeper than he is. And so far, at least, that's where the larger than average size is sitting. And I'll tell a story that also emphasizes this. I was fishing Toledo Bend Reservoir, which, if you don't know, if you're unfamiliar, is one of the largest lakes in the world, practically, at least for bass fishing is concerned. Gets super dangerous, gets super windy, and I was fishing it in the pre-spawn. I was all the way in the back of a creek called Housen, which is where most of the tournaments are won. And I was catching 2s to 4s on a lipless crankbait and did okay in the tournament, but a buddy of mine was fishing the same area, but he was just 100 to 200 yards further towards the main lake where the ditches kind of become a little more defined, and he got a top 10 in that tournament, even though we fished within eye shot of each other, within eye shot. I mixed eyesight and earshot. Within eye shot of each other, but he caught way bigger fish than I did. And that's just because he was a little bit deeper. The big ones had not moved as shallow as I was yet, and I didn't adjust. I kept catching the numbers of fish and didn't go for the big ones. So if you're a high school angler and you're trying to figure out how do I do better in tournaments in the spring, really pay attention to your mapping and what kind of fish you're catching on certain depth areas, because you may be so close to where the fish are. You just gotta, as I'm trying to do this here, change up your stuff just a little bit. Okay, and we're in a little bit of a drought right now. I'm gonna try to see if I can Get out. Oh, dang it. Oh, cool. I almost dunked my entire boot. I got up to the edge. Okay, so I can't stand there, but I can stand here and I can cast as parallel as possible. So nobody's quite casted in between Luke and I yet. It's probably too shallow. Yeah, that's too shallow of a cast. I wish I had some spike it dip, some chartreuse dip, because I feel like I'm casting over the same fish with the same color. And maybe just a little change in my trailer could get more of these fish to eat. Also might be one of those things where they've seen it from the same angle. So if I switched angles and cast from that side, I'd catch more. Or I just need to give fish time to kind of reset themselves, because we've caught 10 fish from this area. So they're probably, dang, come on, get in here. Get in here. Never mind. Keep plugging. Keep plugging. They're here to be caught. They are here to be caught. And that's what I love about the Thunder Cricket, is you're done? It lasts for so long. Like especially with the wire tied skirt, it lasts for so long. Your trailer goes out way before your bait does. And you can just catch fish after fish after fish. Unlike stinking worm, it's gonna break after 2. Okay. Starting to dial it in. Here we go. Come on now. I don't think it's very big. No, it's not. I'm gonna water ski you in across the surface. So that area right there was deeper. It's the deepest cast I've made all morning, or no, in this whole area. And one ate it on the fall. So I'm gonna get this guy back in the water. I could be taking pictures of all of these for my tournament, but I don't want to be putting small fish on the board. Just put nothing but big ones. Nothing but 20+ inches, baby. Because I think throughout this month I'm going to catch a decent amount of those. I think I'm going to try yo-yoing this after a few more casts. Actually, no, I'm going to start now. I'm going to start now. I'm going to do better at changing things up. And if y'all don't have a mock smash, you need one. This is a 7.2 medium. It's my favorite medium fast. Favorite pond reaction bait rod. So 5 jigs, lipless little swim baits. Big fan of it. It casts a country mile. I wonder what a country mile is, how long that is. And you have to be in the country for it to be a country mile. Could you travel that distance elsewhere? I'm sure the folks in the country would say you have to be in the country. Oh yes. Okay, this also could be potentially why we're catching them in this area, because it has healthy grass. This right here is milfoil, maybe? I don't know. Steven, my biologist friend, would not be happy with me that I don't know that. I'm pretty sure this is milfoil. No.
I don't think it's that.
No, that's coontail. That's coontail for sure. That's coontail. So we have healthy green coontail. And one thing I do remember about what Steven taught me is that if you find aquatic vegetation in the area between the stalks off the main spindle or whatever are like super small, that grass is in shallow water. And if there's more distance in between them, that grass came from deep water. So like if you show up to the boat ramp and there's grass washed up from prop wash and stuff, and you see a mixture of grass that's close to each other and then some that's far, you know that that body of water has grass in deep and shallow water. So just be paying attention to that. That can clue you in on the cover and the depth without even having to use sonar. You ain't even got to make a cast to know that. Oh my goodness, another clump of coontail. So that's what I like. Obviously, there's enough grass in here to get the water clear. It's just not clear right now, as of this second. What are you thinking?
Face is a little bright.
My face is bright.
Yeah.
Turn the screen. It's not bad.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Which one is it to adjust it?
This one right there. The back.
Oh,
That,
this
yeah,
one?
that roll. Yeah.
I guess certain angles make it more bright.
Yeah, probably. Actually, let me check something though. Making sure the picture profile's on. Oop, that's not what I wanted. Come on. There it is. Good. Making sure. Dang it. Well, okay. Now my right foot is absolutely soaked. I stepped beyond the safe zone. and now my foot is cold. So the water is not Chilly Willy, but until it gets on your foot and in your boot. And now it is Chilly Willy, so that's a bummer. Wet foot. That was my Native American name, Sir Wetfoot. Sir Wet Bass. Dang it. I should probably at least dump out my boot. Let me get this cast in. Uncut, everybody. Here we go. Ooh. Fart noise. There we go. These AFCO deck boots, y'all, are great at keeping water out of them until you get water in them, and then they do great at keeping water in them. So just don't fall in. How about that? You can walk around to that side, can't you? How'd that guy with the dog get there? Where? The old guy that just walked. I'm pretty sure he came this direction.
He came from back there.
He just walked behind us.
I saw him jump back over there. I think he's back there.
He walked this way and then like was in these trees with his dog and then.
Oh, okay. I got you. Okay. I'm gonna move down. I feel like we've exhausted. If Luke's not catching anymore, we've exhausted that little area. So I'm gonna fish a little closer to the main lake, where we caught the big one to start. And I can get closer to the water now that I'm wet. And this bait here, y'all, vibrating jig, is just a little bit better at fishing shallow grass than a lipless crankbait is, just because it doesn't have a treble hook. So could I put on a 1/4 ounce trap and fish it over there? I could, but I'm gonna have more casts that just result in catching grass and stir up the area than I will on this thing. Lipless does not clear, which means when you rip it out of the grass, it clears, gets free. It doesn't clear super good, especially from a low angle. When you're on a boat, you can rip it higher and it will clear a little better. But I do think the hybrid hunter might work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fish around this side, probably fish us down this bank here with both hybrid hunter and vibrating jig. Oh, did we catch one? Fish down the bank on the other side with both of these, and then really fish a hybrid hunter from the other direction casting this way. Once the water, again, keeps getting even warmer, which now my foot feels like it's kind of just swimming. My body temperature has warmed up the water inside my boot. Honestly, it feels pretty good. But last time I was here, I caught him on a bluegill vibrating jig, and this time on a green pumpkin. So I think that's what the bass in this pond prefer, to be honest. Zinger. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, about 6 feet deep out there. Yo, yo. Trying to get my chesty angle right. Haven't really messed around with, besides switching between straight retrieve and yo-yo, haven't messed around with like speed of retrieve, stop and go. May have to do that to trigger a few fish that have seen the same thing go by their heads, and then all of a sudden it's faster, or it stops and go, or has a stutter to it. It's all about tricking fish that have seen other baits. And as our ponds get more and more fished out, as my song goes, you got to do something a little different than everybody else to secure a bite.
You got a big old burr on
Where?
your,
Ooh, thank you. It's actually not very pokey. Not pokey at all. The burrs aren't pokey right now. 2. Although I should throw a hybrid hunter on this corner before we leave this corner. That'd be dumb not to. One more cast with this, and then we'll go change the lipless rod to a hybrid hunter. Felt a little weird. That felt so weird, I'm gonna try it again. When did you catch your 11-pounder last year? February?
yeah.
Okay.
It
was a cold front though, wasn't it?
second weekend.
Okay.
February.
It was cold though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like raining.
Yeah.
The week before that, it turned almost an 8.
Same thing?
Yeah.
Spinnerbait?
No, actually, that was on a lipless.
Oh, okay. Same area though?
Yeah.
Okay.
That pocket.
Yeah.
I haven't been there since you and me went there.
Really? Dang.
Last March. Something like that.
If you're gonna guide out there, I'm surprised. Or do you just not need to spend any time out there?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I've just been on boat art.
Yeah.
That lake is tricky, dude.
Dude, yeah, I know.
Unless you go out there all the time, it's tricky.
Yeah.
I finally figured them out. This winter, it took a while.
Are they grouped up down there on the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There was like 10 or 12 on scope, and they were all in that 4 to 6 pound class.
Gotcha.
Can't find any.
There we go. There we go. My rod tip went ba-bonk, and I think it's big. Yeah, it's big. Come on, get higher, please. He's just digging me down in there. Get higher. I have not seen him yet, but he's doing all kinds of head shakes. There we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come on, get over here. Get over here. I think we have another long neck, Long John Silver. We do. Yes, sir. Get in here. Oh, that was fun. I don't remember if I just slow retrieved that or if there was a pause and go, but awesome fish. He's got a big old mess of coontail down his throat. That's what you want to see right there. Not down the throat, but big old mess of coontail. I'm gonna go 18.5. Baby, yes! Yes, 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 yes. I should probably not wear my brand new Lulu joggers to the pond. Oh, it's a 19-incher, baby. Yes. Oh, 19.25. Yes. Y'all are not going to beat me this month. Let's go. We on a bag. Okay. Gracias, mi amigo. You gonna swim away? There you go. Hey, if y'all are not subscribed to the Uncut Bass Fishing channel, you're missing out. They're not all gonna be this fun, but I'm gonna make them this fun, but they're not gonna have back-to-back-to-back fish catches. But when it happens, I'm not gonna complain. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I don't know, that was not like the immediate cast after I said that felt good, like something felt fishy. Maybe it was, but I'm glad I made that cast again, because obviously there was a fish there, and he just stopped it. He stopped it. And I'm not entirely sure if I would have had this success, A, without having Luke show me that there's at least a fish in the area, but B, knowing the contours of what this place looks like. So if you're fishing a brand new pond, you're not going to know that kind of stuff. You're not privy to that information. But the more you fish a place, and the more you pay attention to what's going on down there, when your lure gets stuck, how much it gets stuck, if it's grass, if it's rocks, whatever, you can start putting together the underwater image of your pond, and especially if you have clear water. And you don't even need a drone. Just Google Earth. When the water's super clear, find an image from previous years where the water's down or where it's really clear, and you can see what's going on. Because I might not have spent so much time up here, at least to start, if I didn't think about the warm weather mixed with what this depth looks like. So I know I'm rambling. It's kind of how uncuts go, but I'm just trying to tell y'all, you really need to pay attention to your contours, because it can make the success process so much faster. Much faster. And I would love to drag a Carolina rig out there. I think it's just too mucky. Might not be, actually. Maybe a light Carolina rig. Maybe that's what I should throw over a hybrid hunter. Got me thinking. Girl, you got me thinking about the good old days. Oh, hey, comment challenge. So if y'all are new to the channel, we're gonna do a comment challenge after the next fish, where I give you something to comment, a fish memory, your biggest fish, whatever. And as long as you comment, you'll be entered to win the exact bait that I'm throwing, and I'll ship it straight to your house. So I did that on my Uncuts on the TRF channel, and for y'all who are watching this first one, you probably have a really good shot of winning this comment challenge giveaway, because I doubt we'll have a whole lot of views on this first one, if I had to guess. So make sure you stay tuned, because it's coming here in a second. Well, hopefully a second. Might be a few minutes. Try not to hook Kevin every cast. You got whatever it is. And if I catch an 8-pounder, I'm gonna go do a face plant in those thistles, just for y'all. Please catch an 8, he says. There's everything I want to say to a woman, but I couldn't find the words to say. Do-ba-do-do-do. Blows me away. Oh, no. And if you are subscribed to this channel, you made it this far, thank you. Turn on those post notifications, because once every 2 weeks. I can probably guarantee once fishing starts to get really good here, I can give you all an uncut video. I just can't commit to too many of them because I have another channel to run and maybe some other ventures I'm diving into here soon. So have those notifications on so you don't miss a dang one of them. But I think we're gonna have some pretty consistently fun uncuts from now till October probably. As I travel the country, go to Florida, go to Nashville, fish some stuff. I'm going to Alabama in April. We're gonna be all over the place. All right, last cast here, and then I'm changing something up. We also have a little bit of wind developing, which I'm not upset about at all. It'd be sick if a cloudy warm front moved in, because then the fish would really start moving around. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is get a hybrid hunter. So we'll see y'all back at the pond bag. Okay, got our evolution bag here. I'm gonna keep the drop shot on. I may make a few casts with it, but I'm definitely taking off the red eye shad. I want to catch one on it, but I don't think these fish are in that mood today for this to go that fast. I mean, I've been slow creeping the vibrating jig. Got these scissors, the Beyond Bread ones. They are sharp, mega sharp. They just cut 17-pound fluoro like butter. Put this away and grab my hybrid hunter. And I don't know exactly what color I want. Maybe I'll go with Rayburn Red. It's just a little, or Fire Craw. It's a little harsh, but it water's dirty. So we're gonna try that out. There may be 0 crawfish in this entire body of water, but who cares? They eat red this time of year. So if it don't work, I'll throw something else. But just considering how they're eating faster reaction baits today, I don't feel like I have to slow down and throw something like a Carolina rig. I might be able to pick off a few more fish that way. And I guess if I fish, I'm committing this to y'all. It's an uncut. If I fish this whole little pocket here with a hybrid hunter and get no additional bites, then I'll try it out. Or maybe I'll put a drop shot out there and see what I can do. I'm doing everything I can to not throw a Carolina rig. Tyler, you idiot. Throw it. Just try it. Get a 1/4 ounce weight, chunk it out there. It'd be nice if I could tie a knot. There we go. Palomar it is. Maybe the comment challenge comes with a hybrid hunter, and I send one of those to y'all. Although, I guess I'll ask your preference, whether you want a hybrid hunter fish. Oop, that was not good. That knot is not tying good. That knot is stuck, and I should probably not use this knot. Yeah, it got stuck. Somehow I tied a bad knot, and I'm not sure how. I'm not sure how I did that. There's everything I want to say to a woman, but I couldn't find a word to say. Blows me away. What'd you switch to, Luke? Oh. Like, you don't know what lure it is?
Well, I got it in a mystery tackle box.
He got it in the mystery tackle box, okay. Oh, and he's got a fish on it. Oh, he doesn't. Never mind. False alarm.
Here, you can probably tell me.
He's about to come over. I'm going to ID this lure for him.
I'm new to all this stuff.
Is it not a chatterbait?
It might be.
Oh. If it's in a mystery, it's probably... What was the packaging like it came in?
Was it green?
Was it green?
Black.
Black. So it's not a Guggen clickbait.
My
At least...
brother got it for me for Christmas.
That's a clickbait, yes. Okay, so it had green on the package.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So this is a Guggen clickbait, which is attempting to be the lure I'm throwing. It doesn't quite get there, but it works, I've heard.
How would you work this?
Same thing I was doing, let it sink for like 1 second, and then keep your rod tip high and retrieve it as slow as you can without getting bogged down in the grass.
Okay.
But where you are, you may have to retrieve it pretty fast.
Yeah.
For that to work. But not surprising that's in a mystery tackle box because they own that company, or that company owns them, or whatever. All right.
That was pretty good. These are pretty good fishes.
Yes.
What are you throwing now?
A hybrid hunter. It's a crankbait that like dives in when it hits the grass. It comes out of it really well.
Oh, okay.
I would if the water was more clear.
Okay.
A jerkbait's really a clear water thing. Oh gosh. Okay, this, I need to turn my brakes on a little more, I guess. I casted a heavy lipless fine, but not a hybrid hunter. And you got to be cautious when undoing a backlash in like reeds and sticks, pond fishing, because you could easily have your line, the wind blows it into a tree, and all of a sudden you're not just backlashed, you're stuck and backlashed. I got a big backlash. There we go. If you struggle with a bait caster, I've got several different bait caster tips videos. So if you search Tyler's Reel Fishing Bait Caster, y'all will find several videos teaching you guys how to fish this thing. Are we recording? You start away.
Yeah,
Start away.
yeah.
Good. REC, he says, for recording. And I caught the hook. I caught the back hook. There you go. That should be mo better. Oh, got one. On the hybrid hunter. There we go. It just took a little bit of a lure change, and a fish in the same exact area ate it, and I don't know how big it is. Come on now. Get in here. Get in here. Oh, it's a nice. Oh, I got him in the dome. I straight up domed him. Oh, get in here. Yes, sir. Y'all, look at this. Hybrid hunter didn't even get him in the mouth. I domed him behind the eyeball. That's why he was fighting so weird. That's a chunk. That dude has been eating his Wheaties. Gosh. All it takes, folks, sometimes changing lures. And I'm preaching that to this choir right here, individual choir member, because I need to be better at doing that myself. So let's check the camera. Have Kevin back up so I don't hook him. Let's go. And that was not your standard hybrid hunter bite. That fish did not clock it. I guess, actually he didn't clock. I foul hooked him, that's why. But I think he still swiped at it. He just missed it. Oh man, right near the bank. Right, I mean, that was like right outside the outside grass line is where that fish bit. Dude, they're heating shallow. This is crazy. One big warm front with some dirtier water and these fish got going. It's all you can ask for on a Saturday morning, baby. All you can ask for. Doodle-doodle-doo-doo. I got the hybrid hunter. It comes through the grass. I can see how somebody would not know what a clickbait is. It is a very funky looking lure.
It's like a musky lure.
Yeah, it does look more like a musky lure than a bass lure. Smack! Oh, dang it. I'm trying to really burn it to get it down. That didn't work. Comes through the grass until you hit a clump on top of the water, and then nothing comes through the grass there. Do, 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 do. Okay, well, One more cast out into the middle. Come on now. Not even on the hooks, it's on the eye. Actually, I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna try to burn it. I'm gonna see if I can really trigger a fish. There we go. This crankbait needs healthy grass for it to work. It comes out really good of healthy stuff, not of snotty, messy stuff. And I need to fix these. I need to figure out what we're doing here. I think I need to loosen those and tighten my spool tension. Something ain't right here. Okay. I have overfished this little pocket. Let's move down to where Luke is and see if we can't catch one from his vantage point. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Not feeling the clickbait?
I think I'm gonna go try it a little
Okay.
further down.
Good idea. I'm gonna see if I can catch one over here.
So what's the big difference between that one and just the regular crankbait?
The bill shape.
Oh, okay.
This has an L, like a stair-step shaped bill, as opposed to just like an angle.
Oh.
And so when it hits grass, it like deflects off of it. Now, it doesn't get off it all the time, but it does a better job.
Oh.
So regular crankbait just goes down
Yeah.
like this.
Mm-hmm.
And so this thing only dies like 3 feet. It doesn't get very deep, but that's kind of the point. It is significantly shallower here where he's been standing as opposed to where I was. Really think that's why he was catching mostly 1s to 3s and I was catching bigger ones. I bet if I got in a kayak and made a cast up into the middle, I'd probably catch 5 in a row off that middle of that creek. Yeah, it's way shallower. Like I'm snapping it through grass the entire cast. This crankbait is giving me fits today. I cannot cast this thing right. Although, is there any internals? Might be internal breaks in this reel too. Let's check. No, it's not. It's just magnetic. I know, I'll turn the brakes up and I'll loosen the spool tension. And if that doesn't work, I stink. Oh, that worked. But I don't think we're gonna catch a whole lot more right here. we have exhausted our areas. Oh yeah, that was the brake. That was the way to go the whole time. More brakes, less spool tension. Oh wait, I caught one. We did the comment challenge. Hey, comment challenge, get over here, Kev. So, the comment challenge will be, I'm trying to think of a good one for our first uncut. Let's go with, just a simple one. What's the biggest wintertime bass you've ever caught? I know a lot of folks don't even fish in the winter, but some people's PBs come in the winter. So whatever wintertime is to you, what's your biggest wintertime bass? And if you comment that, you'll be entered to win. And I'll take the random comment about 2 weeks from now down in the comment section below to win either a hybrid hunter or a thunder cricket, whatever you're vibing with. I'll get your email and we'll make it happen. So thanks for watching. That's my gift to you for subscribing and watching the uncuts. Thank you. All right, carry on. This area is no good anymore. Caught them all, brother. Caught them all, brother. There's no more catching to be had, I don't think. At least right now. It's possible the other side won't be good either if we can't reach the channel or the fish were sitting. Actually, maybe I should throw a drop shot. Yeah, I want to make a few casts. No. Carolina rig, let's do it. Let's go. Come on, Tyler. Tie it on. Tie it on. All right. I think this is going to work later on in the pond. I just need to try something low and slow in that creek channel before we head out. So, hybrid hunter goes away. For now, just for now. Just for now. I don't even know if I have any Carolina rig materials, really. I mean, I've got bobber stoppers, I guess, for my weight. I'll have to just double bobber stopper it. 1/4 ounce. Let's go with a, put this up here, doesn't fall. That's risky, there we go. 3/0 VMC red line hook, and we're gonna get ourselves a little mock craw, I think, and we're gonna do the jerry rigged style of Carolina rigging. We're gonna put a bobber stopper and then the weight and then another bobber stopper, and that should do, donkey. There's one. And then the weight. And then a second one. If you've not watched my Carolina Rig Masterclass video on the TRF main channel, I'll leave it down in the video description. And if I don't remember to do that, you can just search Tyler's Real Fishing Carolina Rig, and you will find where I teach how to fish this wonderful rig. Now, I made way too long of a leader. Need like a 2.5 foot leader max. Maybe a 2 foot. Carolina rig just keeps the bait separate from the weight, but not the same way a drop shot does, where it's more of a vertical presentation. Carolina rig is a horizontal presentation. And I know Tyler Berger just made a video showing you don't have to wet your line, but I'm still gonna do it because I've been doing it for years, and it would feel blasphemous to not do it. Okay. And then I need a crawl. I'm hoping I have one. I do, right here, right up front. My buddy Reese, who I was fishing with recently, showed me the wonders of a craw on a Carolina rig on a public East Texas lake. And so I've been obsessed with trying it ever since. And if I'm gonna commit to y'all to be trying new stuff, even if it's just for one little area, I need to do that. So that's what we did. We just tied it on. I broke the curse of throwing the same exact lures that I always do. Mock craw, 3/0 red line, behind, oh, 1.5 2 foot Carolina rig leader. Let's give it a shot. All right, Carolina rig, we'll see. My pants somehow got wet, which is not ideal. But I mean, my foot's wet, so. What's new? Come stand on this side because I need to make a sweep cast as I fish it. Audio still beeping? Check, check, check.
Still beeping.
Let's go. I don't know why I said beeping. That doesn't make any sense.
Beep bopping.
Anybody been fishing out here when you are?
People that live right there, they have like a John boat,
Oh, nice.
and I've seen them like once or twice. But other than that, nobody.
I got you.
Definitely the best part about it.
Oh, yeah. Wish that I was dragging and feeling some rocks, boulders, but I'm not. I'm just feeling mud and grass. Come wind, do your thing. Do your thing. Get these fish active again. If I go 10 casts with this thing and don't catch one, then we've worn this spot out. There's already more grass out there than I thought. Like I'm getting stuff. I'm dragging through grass with my weight the second I start my retrieve out there. So there is a ditch, but I don't think it gets to like no grass in between the edges. It just gets to less grass. Oh, I think my cousin had texted me something I needed to respond to. I'm staying with my cousin in Florida. And I might be catching a shark on Monday with Don Jr.
Don, who's that? Don.
Donald Trump Jr.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
No way. That'd be cool.
Yeah, Blacktip called me and he was like, hey, let's catch a shark. And I was like, I don't have time to catch a shark. And he's like, oh, I'll be with Don. I'm like, Don? He's like, Don Jr. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll go after. He's like, oh, well, we'll figure it out. I might not even go. So, I don't know my plans. But I might catch a shark with Don Jr.
That'd be a cool video.
That would be. I'm going to make it a ponds video. I'm going to say fishing the world's largest pond.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start at a pond, actual pond, and I'll be like, today I'm fishing the world's largest pond. I'm going to look behind me and be like, okay, I'm at the wrong pond.
Yeah.
And then it'll transition to the ocean. And I'll say, technically it's not a pond, but it is today.
Very large.
Very large pond. We have exhausted this corner. We either caught them all or they got smart. One of the two. One of the two things is true. I'm feeling good grass down there the whole time. There must be a ditch somewhere though. That was it. 10:39. We should probably skedaddle to the other side. I told Hannah we'd be done around 11. Probably more like 11:30. I'm gonna give Luke some lures before we leave. A little present.
What a guy.
A little present. Just being a friend, you know. He tell you his brother plays on the Corn Ferry Tour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
He said his best is 600.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, dang.
I think Luke got one. Hey! On the clickbaiter. Let's go. Big time, baby. Okay, so obviously there's still fish to be caught in that area. Luke gave it a break, and now he's back at it. All right. He broke the streak. We hadn't caught one in about 15 minutes.
I was about to put it up too.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. I'm not vibing with the Carolina rig. I want to be. I just don't think the fish are. I'm gonna move a little shallower. Try it a few more casts.
I love how this is in the shot of a lot of your.
Oh, is it really? I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Like-
Whenever you were sitting and like with your evolution.
Uh-huh.
leg,
That's funny.
That was in the background. That was like nice.
We have permission to be here, y'all. But you don't. Ha. Come on. You want to crawl. I know you want to crawl. Or as the country folks say, a crawl. I got me a green pumpkin crawl. What color crawl you throwing?
That's me.
Is that you?
Yeah.
That's Kevin, he says.
Yeah.
Catching him on a crawl.
And then when I try to say it like the correct way, I can't.
Ah.
Like I just can't make myself say it.
So what do you eat in the spring that you boil?
Crawfish.
Okay, so it's crawfish when you eat it,
Yeah.
but it's crawls when you're putting them on a jig.
Mm-hmm.
I gotcha. That makes no sense. Yeah, Carolina rig is not easy to cast. I gotta love the crawfish. It tastes real good. Did he catch another one? Man, look at that. Or do you have grass?
I haven't seen a splash yet.
Oh, he's got a fish. He's catching another one. On the clickbait. Okay, well, I guess they're eating the moving bait again. Jeepers creepers, Luke. Yeah, they're not eating the Carolina rig. I would like them to, but it's obvious that they don't want something slow moving, which you think they would. Like I'm in the same area. We've been catching all these fish on faster moving baits, and you think, see, I can't do an overhand cast. I need to. This is my last cast with this. You think that you could slow down and catch one on something slow moving, but I guess not. You just need to give them a break and come back with the fast moving stuff again. Fast moving in a slow way. That's the vibrating jig. Maybe because the wind picked up. Maybe that's why they started eating again. I'm gonna move my Carolina rig faster. Maybe that's the ticket. That'd be crazy if that works. My belly is grumbling. It had nothing to eat this morning. Per the usual. You got whatever it is. All right, last cast. Because they are not eating this thing. It's pretty clear. Clear as dirt. We're full of sayings today. Country mile, clear as dirt. I'm sure I've said others. All right, we're done. We're done with this. We gave it a good shot. Carolina rig. I tried. Back to the hybrid hunter, folks. Back to the hunter we go. Back to the hunter we go. And I'm gonna keep both of those on the rest of this episode. Wind up my Carolina rig. Wish I could reuse that, but I can't. Back to the hybrid. Back to the hunter. Hybrid. Red might not be the best color, but I have so much confidence in a red one this time of year. Whether it's crawfish that they're eating or they just want to be triggered. I'm glad the word triggered has left our country's vocabulary for the time being. Whatever the deal is, red does the job. What color was the spinnerbait you caught your fish on? Your big one.
White and chartreuse.
White and chartreuse. That's the classic spinnerbait color.
Mm-hmm. It's a big fish color.
Yeah, it is.
Got a big old paddle tail on the back.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go ahead and move all the way to the other side. So we're gonna do a little cut here, but y'all are gonna see us fish shallow, but all the way over there might take us, 10 minutes to walk, and that'd be boring. All right, we have reached the other side. Gonna put down all my stuff. And I'm gonna start with the hybrid hunter because I wanna see if they're super active up shallow. We're not in like shallow water. We're gonna get back to that area, but I only wanna fish for another 20 or 30 minutes. I wanna get home, spend Saturday with my wife and my son. But I do wanna see if they're biting, especially on the wind-blown side here. And I didn't catch any grass on that cast, so I'm not sure if this side has any. It's got to. It's got to have some grass. I see more timber than anything. I see a stick out in the middle, like a standing tree. Grass. And then some laydowns right here. I'm gonna put this down. No reason to have that on.
You want me on the other side of you?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, don't shoot into the. Yeah, never shoot into the sun, if at all possible. Okay. Oh, huh, I had my hook hooked. I had hooked my hook. Oh, we got snot grass. So, yeah, I'm not liking this, at least this part of this side so far. Zinger, ah! There's zero grass on this bank, and I'm not sure why. It seems to be just the same. There's lots of reeds, dead reeds, but no grass. You don't need grass for the hybrid hunter. I've caught a 10-pounder on this thing on rock, but I think the fish are around the grass today. Yeah, I'm not even gonna cast this a whole lot. I'm gonna go to the Thunder and then get out of here if it don't work. It's amazing how well this thing casts. Goodness. There's not a single blade of grass out there. That's weird. Yeah, if they're moving shallow, way up there, I don't even know why I'm fishing out here. 2 more casts and then we're skedaddling all the way up there, as far as we can. This is not what I want. I bet there's a few swimming around, but not the consistent groupings like we saw up there. All right. Let's go all the way to the front, all the way to the top. Top of the pond, my friend. Thank you. Walking. Ain't no bass there, brother. Ain't no bass there, brother. Okay. This doesn't look much better. I'm gonna go all the way. I told y'all I was gonna go all the way. Here we go. Going all the way. This is as far as I can go. May even be too far. Turtle, I think. I think it was a turtle. And then maybe you get over here in the brush or something. Okay. There we go. Seemed more like it, baby. I can see the grass on the shore here, so that tells me there's some stuff out there. Do. Oh man. Bomb. I bet if I went back to the exact same spot across the way, probably catch a few more, but I think I can finish off on this side catching a few more. Or maybe, oh, yep, there we go. Man, that was like one of the lightest bites ever. It took about 7 seconds for that thing to fully engulf it. But what I tell y'all, once you find the pattern and you figure out what's working, just continue doing that. And switch angles if you can. Switch baits and then switch angles. And we just came to the other side that honestly I couldn't even reach where that fish was from that side. But I'm pumped. It's working out to plan today. I just don't want to get a backlash in these trees. There we go. 2. Just a slow crawl across the bottom. Actually, that crawl makes sense there. You wouldn't slow crawl. Gosh. There we go. There we go. Come on, baby. Come on. Get in here. Get in here. That was like the end of my cast. Longest I could possibly go. Chunky ones. And I'm catching nothing but small ones here, so maybe I need to get 30 yards that way, and I might find some bigger bites. But I'm gonna rake them in as long as I can. I can't believe how well this thing casts. It casts better than my more expensive ones over there. If we keep getting warm days, this bite would only get better. Holy moly. Ooh, that was a bite. He went, don't. Come on, baby. Give it to me. Wow. Well, I've had fun today. Hopefully y'all in the chat have had fun as well. It's been a good morning here. Ooh, I don't want to get stuck on that tree. You'll see me, I'm sure you've seen many times in this Uncut, me grab the base of the rod and pop it. And I'm basically just using the angle switch, the pendulum of my hand on the butt of the rod and my hand on the reel to rip it out of the grass. So don't think that if you're retrieving any bait really, crankbait, spinnerbait, vibrating jig, that if you get grass on there, your whole cast is ruined, because it's not. You can feel it, pop it out, and continue reeling. Sometimes you get stuck so bad that it wrecks the whole cast, but oh man, had one. Oftentimes, you can keep going as long as you give it a good pop. And if you're trying to pop it on 10-pound line, you're gonna have a whole heck of a hard time doing that. You need to have a little bit thicker line if you're gonna be doing this. Let's say 15 at a minimum. I think I've got 15 or 17 pound fluorocarbon on here. The exact one will be linked down in the video descriptione. There we go. There we go. That was him. That is 3 fish, all tiny, from the same little area. So after I get this one in here, I'm gonna go about 20 yards that way, if I can. Thank you, friendo. And we're gonna see if we can't catch ourselves a bigger one. Here, stand a little farther back there, Kev, so I can do an overhand cast. All right. What a cast, goodness. Maybe that location will have a bigger one. Maybe not. Maybe the channel is just accessible from the other side and we're just catching shallow, flat fish on this side. Yeah, it's odd. Figured in 3 casts there I'd get a nibble. Let's go back to that area, but a little different angle at it. That's mud. Well, nothing. Nope. Oh, well, hold up. Okay, I knew I had a stick. I knew I had a 3-pounder. It did not fool me. I promise. Stick bass got me. The old stick bass got me. Yeah, this side is definitely not as good. Whatever, I don't know what's different about this. I think there's less grass for sure. This side's not as good. There we go. That was fun. That was your classic vibrating jig bite. Just a donk, 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 donk. And that's the biggest one we've had on this side for sure. Get in here. Get your fat butt in here. Yes. Healthy fish. Look at that. Super nice. Again, though. Oh. Oh, wasn't even hooked that much. That's important, or why it's important to maintain pressure as you fight a fish. Don't be going up and down, giving the fish slack, because that fish would have gotten off. So if I hadn't fished so fast and cranked him in, I would have lost that guy. But obviously there are fish to be caught in this area. Let's try to catch one more and we'll finish off this uncut here. First uncut on the Bass Fishing Uncut channel. I just love a pre-spawn bite. It's just crawling along. Boom, 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 boom. Got him. They do it best on a spinnerbait. That's for sure. Do 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 do. Is that a fish? No, grass. I'm excited to get out to unnamed lake that Kevin and I know about, because I've got perspective scope on my boat now. Oh gosh, oh my goodness, big one, right by the bank, right by the bank. You don't need perspective scope. You didn't need perspective scope to catch that one. That was right at the bank. Nate. That was like 3.5. I wouldn't say that was huge, but that sucker ate right on the dang edge of the American pondweed. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. That's what happens when a fish short strikes you. My hook set was good, but I think I probably set the hook too hard, honestly, for how close that fish was. Darn. Darn, darn. And so much for the bigger ones being deeper. That was right at the bank. I think as this water gets warmer, I mean, this afternoon, I could probably catch them on a dang frog if I wanted to, all the way up here. That's how shallow these fish are getting. And that fish came off of I think my chest mount can see that, a stick out there is where that fish came from. My trailer's getting messed up, but I mean, I'm proud of this little guy. Buddy, you've caught me all the fish I've caught today, besides a few. I've not had to change you once. What a combo. What a dang combo. Almost finished the video right there. That was a bummer. But as I was saying, I've got perspective live scope so I can see the grass clumps and the lily. I've got one, another big one. In the lily pad stem fields. Come on, get in here, holy cow. This is bigger than the one I just lost. Oh, he's got me around a stick. He's got me under a log. No. Can you swim out for me, please? Here we go, got him. Get in here, yes, what a way to end this first episode of Bass Fishing Uncut. With a dang 2.5 pounder, super healthy fish. Again, I'm not gonna put him on the board. We're gonna catch bigger ones in Florida, where I'm going here in a few days. Come on now. That hook is, thunder cricket down the face hole. Can y'all see that? My gosh, it's gonzo. Sometimes, man, when they eat it good. And that guy ate it, and y'all ate it, and I've been eating today because we've had a dang good time. So I was gonna say, if y'all are new here, everybody's new here. So subscribe to the channel. If you wanna see an uncut video I did on my main TRF channel, I will leave it up here in the corner. My name is Tyler. As always, it's going to be a pleasure to have y'all on this brand new adventure with me. If you like uncut bass fishing, you're gonna love this channel. We'll see y'all next time right here on Uncut.